Hello, my lovely viewers, and welcome. I am Kira, a romantic ace, and tonight we are streaming Chapter 11 of... I don't know why I wrote Chapter 10 on my stream title. Hang on. Anyway, it's Chapter 11 of Perfect Match Book 1. If you haven't joined me before, welcome! I drink and I cuss. If you want to play the drinking game along with me, the rules are right here on the screen. Also underneath the player at twitch.tv/aromanticace. If you cannot read the rules in either place, click on the graphic there, and it will take you to my Wattpad where you can read the most recent version of the drinking game rules in text form. I will also occasionally pop up, assuming I can remember to do any of them. If I'm employing a drinking game rule, ta-da! Sparkles on the screen. It's very pretty. So, yeah, just letting everybody know why I'm drinking. Also, if you haven't joined me before, the story so far, so we are playing as Kira, a, so far as we can tell, unemployed, or at least we are now, New York City resident who patronized a brand new dating service called Eros, which purported to set us up with our perfect match. And we were matched up with the lovely Hayden, because we like girls. And we had a very lovely time. This was all under the advice, by the way, of our best friend / cousin Nadia, who met the love of her life, Steve. Good old boy Steve, through through this service. So we headed upstate to meet Steve's dad. That ended in disaster with a car crash. And then we never saw nor heard from Steve again, basically. So, turned out, that's because Steve and Hayden both are robots. Who saw that coming? And Steve had been reprogrammed. He had been repurposed. Everything was moving too fast. Eros is not really a dating service. They're just using the dating service as a very bad business model to test out the lifelikeness of their robots. I'm saying this is a bad business model because they never intend anybody to actually live happily ever after, so this is not a sustainable business model. People are going to figure out pretty quickly that all of these relationships have a 6-month timeline, and then their boyfriend or girlfriend or partner just drops right off the radar and is never heard from again, and then shows up in Philadelphia with a mohawk like Steve did. Just saying, they didn't think this through very well. So they tried to take Hayden back because she started glitching after the car crash. Basically, our robot girlfriend got a concussion. And so now we are on the run with her handler / programmer / roommate / best friend, Sloan. And our detective boyfriend, or, well, he thinks he's our boyfriend. Our detective friend, Damien, and our cousin, Nadia, because Eros apparently, I don't know, wants to kill us now or something. Because we've discovered their secret, we're all now too dangerous. So, where do people go when they're on the run from nefarious foes? They go to Berlin, obviously. So yeah, that's where we are, and it's going to be a good time. So, the stinger for Chapter 11 here says, now with targets on your back, you and your friends seek respite in Berlin. But a warm welcome may not be in sight. What on earth could that mean? Let's find out! And I'll remember to turn on the sound this time, unlike Chapter 10 on the last episode of Perfect Match, Mondays. Awkward. Now, of course, it's not going to have sound for these first couple scenes because I accidentally clicked start last time, and so it tried to start the chapter, which means we're not going to have sound until it changes to the next scene. I don't know why. This is a thing with the app. It's not a thing with me. So this is Chapter 11, Lying Low. Oh, we are going to get sound. Oh, look at that. You continue to soothe Nadia, who hasn't stopped crying since your plane left the tarmac. Oh yeah, we had to leave Steve, who was apparently reprogrammed back to his, Nadia dating self, on the tarmac as Eros, I don't know, they're like, we can't promise what we'll do to him or something, and it's like, he's your fucking product. You're not gonna you're gonna erase his memory again, but whoop-de-fucking-do, you already did that once. And I'm pretty sure, you know, like any computer, if you reformat it enough times, it's gonna fuck up eventually. I told you I cuss. So, that's not gonna end well. Anyway, that's why Nadia's crying. The sound of her sniffles makes your chest ache. Nadia, we can say, let it all out, I've got you, or enough with the waterworks, you're stronger than this. Wow, no. That's kind of judgy there, so, take a drink. Crying has nothing to do with emotional strength, so it literally just means that a person's overwhelmed right then and there in that moment. And it's a relief valve, and any person who works with any kind of mechanical system knows that there are fail-safes in place for times like this. Crying is a human fail-safe. So, Nadia, let it all out. I've got you. What else do we have to do? We're flying to Berlin. I'm so tired of feeling like this, Kira. It was Steve. He was there, and Nadia's breath catches, and you stroke her hair gently. I know leaving him was the right thing to do for everyone, but it still fucking sucks, yes. Thank you, Kira. Sucks? Yeah, it does. Big time. You hold Nadia close, patiently waiting until her sobs subside. After a moment, Nadia straightens in her seat, chin held high. She takes a deep breath. You're right. Besides, all of this is prime material for Holly Carlton's new country hit, His Cerulean Eyes. Oh, good luck with the word cerulean in a country song, I gotta say. It's a very, like, it's a hard word for any type of song, actually, because it's, like, really oddly complicated. It's an oddly complicated word. Doesn't sing well. Song's got killer acoustics. And perhaps a mournful a cappella bridge. Oh dear. Oh, Nadia's way too excited about her secret identity. That's the spirit. So we can talk to Hayden, who's looking a little upset, or we can talk to Damien. I am not talking to my detective friend who appears to be just fine when my girlfriend is over here being gorgeous and also looking upset. So come here, Hayden. She's purty, what can I say? You take a seat next to Hayden, exchanging hesitant smiles before falling into silence. How are you doing? I can't stop thinking about what I'm made of. Going through that airport security machine, learning I have polymers inside, it just made it feel more real somehow. Yeah, that would be really, really awkward, knowing that you're a machine and going through, full body scanner at the airport and being like, oh god, what is about to happen? They basically have these polymers installed so that they don't alert on a security scan, is what they do. I know it sounds scary, but we can say, you're not just a machine. It's actually really cool. Or, I'm here for you. I'm not going to dismiss her concerns with it's actually really cool because, like, that doesn't change the fact that she feels really fucking weird about it, Kira. You're not just a machine is, like, a good reassurance thing, since that seems to be a concern for Hayden, but, that's not what she's expressing right in this moment. By the way, we're being her therapist completely, so, yeah, take a drink for that one. I think I'm gonna go with I'm here for you. It's a nice blanket term there. We'll figure it out, and I'll be right here with you. Hayden cracks a small smile. Thanks, Kira. Actually, I should be thanking you for what you did at Eros for me. You protected me. So thank you, Hayden. Oh! Hayden shifts in her seat, looking embarrassed. She jumped in front of a taser for us, by the way. Of course, I wouldn't have had it any other way, Kira. I mean, I could have had it several other ways that wouldn't have ended in my girlfriend getting tased, but, yeah, no. Let me know if you need anything, okay? Right now, I wouldn't say no to a proper nap. I just feel exhausted all the time. Well, you know, you were robot concussed, so, yeah. Oh, of course. I'll leave you to it. You stand, and Hayden smiles warmly. You should get some rest too, Kira. I will. Eventually. After I talk to Damien. You approach Damien and plop onto the seat beside him. You alright? I will be. So long as I've got a drink in my hand within 20 seconds. Damien, our friendly functional alcoholic for the game. You stroll to the mini fridge in the corner, grabbing 2 glasses and a bottle of champagne. Is this a full-size bottle of champagne? 'Cause damn. Alright, they are drinking in the game. So, take a drink. Cheers. Damien takes the drink, grinning at you. The royal route is seriously paying off. Yes, our jet is equipped with luxurious perks. Yay! You're welcome. You take a sip of your drink, enjoying the cold, bubbly tang rushing down your throat. That hit the spot. Reminds me of our celebratory drink after Nadia's stalker case. Oh, we're reminiscing now. First time you and I went out for drinks, I'll never look at tequila the same way. Tequila may cause you to think you can dance, and that your exes are dying for you to call them at 4 in the morning, so yeah, I bet. Yeah, the hangover was almost worth the company. Uh-huh. Yeah, we learned last time that he has a romantic interest in us and whatever. You nudge Damien and he laughs. So, Berlin, you said you've got a safe house there? Interpol's safe house, yeah. They totally haven't changed it since I left the, task force. They let agents use it for missions. I used to share it with Alana for jobs or whenever we needed to lay low for a while. I mentioned her to you at Archer and Hops. I'm still entertained by what I can only assume is the reference there. I'm sorry. Yay! Welcome back, Echo! From the hellhole of schoolwork. I know that one. Yeah. Your NYPD and Interpol partner? The one you, quote, had a soft spot for and vice versa? Yeah, the very one. I'm sorry, Damien. Don't be. Anyway, I doubt we'll run into any agents there. They only use it in case of emergencies. Obviously, there will be no other emergencies! Damien raises his glass. Well, bottoms up. Alright, somebody else is drinking in the game again. Take another drink. You clink your glass to Damien's. You enjoy your drinks before getting up to check the others. Time to go check on our pilot. You knock before entering the cockpit. Sloane visibly jumps, but recovers with a nervous smile. Oh! Hi! Hey, everything all right in here? Oh, of course it's all right. Everything's cool. Great. Fantastic. What's up with you? Oh, come on. You get these things in the air, you hit autopilot for, like, forever. So, yeah. Sloane, your voice turned all squeaky. Yeah, and you're also supposed to have a co-pilot to take over when you get tired, because, yeah. No, that's because I'm in my element. Keeping a 12,000-pound plane in the air is a piece of fruitcake. Okay, Sloane. Really? We do not look convinced, I gotta say. All right, I could use some company. Not because I'm scared, just in case I get, sleepy or bored. Yeah, we probably, by this point, New York, right? We probably wouldn't be over city airspace anymore. We would probably be out to sea by now. That view out of the cockpit would be really boring. I see. There are some things I wanted to talk to you about, actually. In private, if you have the time. I could also teach you how to pilot, if you want to. So, we can learn how to fly with Sloane for 17 diamonds, or you can stay with everyone else. Oh, I think Sloane is absolutely darling. I want to learn. I want to have her teach me how to fly. Why not? She did some very realistic simulations. Sounds like fun. You close the cockpit door behind you with a thud. Sloane grins from ear to ear. Oh, never sat in a co-pilot chair before. Then make yourself comfortable. You're both quiet for a long moment. Or just a moment, taking in the view. So used to long moments in these books. It is very pretty, but like I said, I don't think it's the right view. Did you know that 1 in 5 people have a fear of flying, otherwise known as aviophobia? I also read somewhere that oxygen masks only last for 15 minutes, so if the cabin pressure doesn't stabilize after that, the passengers would probably pass out. 15 minutes is supposed to be enough time to drop from high altitude is why it lasts as long as it does. I mean, you have to optimize your carrying capacity, because the cylinders aren't light, with how long it's likely to take you to correct the problem. And 15 minutes is more than enough time to at least get down to low altitude. Maybe not land safely, but you can drop fast enough. Uh-huh, good to know. A woman was also caught in Stockholm's airport once for smuggling 75 live baby snakes in her bra. Please don't be true. Oh my god. That's too wriggly. In your bra. That's entirely too wriggly. Also, what happens if the poor little things get hot because they can't regulate their own temperature? So, you're gonna kill them. What the hell? Sloane, we can say, you're really into this whole flying thing, huh? This is your way of coping, isn't it? Or, you're a great pilot. This is your way of coping, isn't it? Are we being a therapist again? Probably. Take a drink. Isn't this when you're supposed to do the comforting thing? Not if I'm your therapist. I'm gonna make you confront your problems. Guess I'm a tough love kind of person. I suppose it's a good thing. It's just, this is not quite what I had in mind when I quit my astronaut studies. Or when I got hired by Eros, for that matter. Oh, We can say, you wanted to be an astronaut, which is not news to us. We went to the planetarium with her, she told us. Why did you switch tracks? We kind of know the answer to this, too. Or also, why AI and Eros? I mean, really, why AI and Eros? Because we kind of know the answers to these other two. I think AI gives us a chance to push the limits of humanity across every discipline. It's exciting to imagine what we can accomplish in the near future. Matches are also easier to read and interact with than people. In my opinion, at least. I was contacted by Eros personally after my thesis on induction algorithm and machine learning was published. Wow. Just wow. Sloane clears her throat, her cheeks turning rosy. Anyway, it was my mom who always encouraged me to be whatever I wanted to be. You must have looked up to her. I did! I was homeschooled till I turned 12, so we were inseparable. She wasn't just a parent, you know? She was my teacher, my older sister, also my best friend. That's really sweet. She always told me being a full-time mom was harder than any job. I never really understood her until, well... Hayden must hate me now. She's barely said a word to me since we left Damien's office. No one in this plane has an actual reason to trust me. I mean, other than the fact that, so far you've continued to support us over Eros. Hey, we can say, Hayden doesn't hate you. I trust you. Or, we have no choice but to work together now. I feel like I trust you is a little bit hollow at this point, because no, we really don't have a reason to trust her, and I don't think we do fully trust her. And even if we do say, she's probably just going to be like, oh, you're just being nice. So, we're not going to go there. We have no choice but to work together now. Doesn't sound very positive, I gotta say, so I'm going to go with Hayden doesn't hate you. She probably has 100 questions churning in her head, complete with subsections and bullet points. Sloane laughs weakly. It's gonna take time for her to untangle everything. But she'll forgive you. You're her rock, Sloane. Hayden cares a lot about you, too. Sloane smiles hesitantly. I consider you my friend, Kira. I want to prove that you can trust me. Then tell me, we can say, how much of Hayden is based on your perfect match? Oh my god, again with the jealousy. How do you know you're not a robot? Or, is Sloane your real name? I mean, honestly, like, how do you know you're not a robot is like, a question for anybody. At this point, now that we know they can be created, how does anybody know they're not a robot? Like, have you actually cut yourself open and looked? Yeah, how much of Hayden is based on your perfect match? So far as we know, they're programmed specifically to meet the customer's wants and needs. So even if that were true, it would basically mean that she and I have the same perfect match, which opens the door to a whole other possible ending that I'm sure choices will not do. So I'm gonna go with, is Sloane your real name? Sloane's my middle name, and I'd rather not tell you my first. It's not something with 3 umlaut A's, is it? Ugh. It's Gertrude. Ooh, ouch. Yeah, I get wanting to maybe not go by that name in 20 by teen. I mean, being a robot, like, I'm definitely not. They've had to scope my insides, so I'm definitely not. But, like, unfortunately, the whole robot thing is a thing that gets tossed at Ace and Aero people, so yeah, not a particular fan of that trope, but they're very, very clear that that is not the case with Hayden, so eh. But Sloane has always felt more like how I am on the inside. And all I can think of when I hear Sloane is a like new age or like modern era new trilogy Star Wars character. If you read the books that fill in the gap between like episodes 6 and 7, Admiral Sloane is a character in there, and that's all I can think of every time I see Sloane. She is nothing like our Sloane. Sloane Gertrude Washington. Perfect. Just when you think Sloane has started to feel better, the plane shudders and you feel yourself rocking in your seat. Yee! Sloane grips the airplane's yoke until her knuckles whiten. What's happening? The plane slowly stabilizes, but she remains paralyzed. Sloane, it's okay. It's just light turbulence. Oh god, I can't do this. I can't do this, Kira. We should turn back while we still can. What was I thinking, dragging all of you into this? Sloane, you should take a deep breath and we can say scream, think of your happy place, or hold my hand. So, like, based on prior interactions with Sloane, I'm guessing she's a little bit touch-averse, so I'm not gonna suggest hold my hand. I'm gonna go with think of your happy place. Okay. I'm in my old room. It's nighttime. It's cold, but I'm all snuggled up under my covers. I can see the moon outside, and on my ceiling, there are glow-in-the-dark stars, constellations. Orion. Orion. Everything's quiet, and I'm drifting to sleep. You notice Sloane's grip slowly relaxing. There you go. You've got this, okay? Yeah, that was definitely us being her therapist again. Take another drink. Okay. Thank you, Kira, for being here. Don't mention it. Sloane smiles brightly, her eyes locked on yours. Now, I seem to remember promising a flying lesson. That you did. Alright, so, we call the steering wheel a yoke. It controls the aileron, a part of the wings that turns the plane sideways. And the elevator, the plane's flappy tail, is used for ascent and descent. Those simulator runs are really paying off. Who would have thought? Okay, so these 4 levers are called the throttle. If you push them all at the same time, the plane will zoom forward. Which is what I'm letting you do. Don't waste fuel. You really don't want to run out over the top of the Atlantic. Sweet! She presses a button and... Attention passengers, this is your pilot Sloane Washington speaking. And your co-pilot Kira Park. You have 5 seconds to strap on your seatbelts before I take over. You hear everyone protesting loudly beyond the door. Kira's kidding, I think. So we comforted Sloane and piloted a plane to Germany. Yay! Sit tight, Sloane. You push the throttles and the plane rockets into the night. After a long flight and a painful car ride to the outskirts of Berlin, you finally reach Damien's safe house. Oh my god, is a witch gonna try to shove us in an oven once we get inside? Look at it, it's adorable. This is not Berlin. I'm so tired and hungry and tired and hungry. Yeah. I'm more worried Cecile's gonna pop up from one of those bushes. This is why I stick with small potted succulents. I mean fair. Damien rounds the cottage, pressing his fingers against the wall's grooves in search of something. He stops near the window, pulls a loose brick, and reaches his hand inside to reveal a silver key. Haha, right where I left it. He unlocks the door, and you step into the dark together. The light turns on after a few flickers, unveiling a rustic medieval-style interior. It's very cozy looking. The walls look like they're about 6 feet, or the ceilings look like they're about 6 feet high. Bienvenido a mi casa. Not current house, but you guys know what I mean. Not too shabby, Dee. Think Interpol's looking for some intern agents with no experience? I'll happily brush up my resume for this pleasant dwelling place. It looks like something I once saw on the cover of Better Home Living. Me too. I'll probably start as a coffee runner, but I don't mind taking orders from spies. Damien chuckles, giving everyone a brief tour of the compound. There's a kitchen, a couple of bedrooms, a wardrobe stashed with disguises and a few decent clothes, a wide backyard, and the best part is, we have this place all to ourselves. Yeah, assuming some other agent doesn't need it. Yeah? Think again. Yup. Everyone whirls around to see a woman standing by the door, her hands full with bags of groceries. Oh god, what is her voice gonna be? I didn't do a very good voice for her. What's her voice gonna be? I don't know. Person! There's a person other than us in the room. Alana? What are you doing here? Dun dun dun! Alana? Not exactly your business anymore, is it, Nazario? I'm sorry, move. She saunters to the kitchen, everyone parting as if under a spell. Everyone? This is Alana Kasuma, my ex-partner when I was working with the Force. Alana's still with Interpol, I assume. Alana? Everyone! The door's that way, everyone. And Damien, leave the key where you found it. Hey, we can say, no need to be so rude. We're sorry for intruding, but we need your help. Or, it's nice to finally meet you. Honestly, Kira, she has the right to be a little rude because, y'all just literally walked in on her space, so take a drink. And, I think the only possible way to try to smooth this over, and it's not much of one, is we are sorry for intruding, but we need your help. Alana looks at you as if she's seeing you for the first time. What makes you think I'll help you? Wait, don't answer that. What makes you think you can ask me for anything? Wow, bitch. Alana, I didn't know you'd be here, I swear. Otherwise... Damien takes a deep breath. I wouldn't be here if I had a choice. We just need somewhere to rest for a while. You on the run? Damien nods solemnly. A look passes between them, and Alana's stance slowly softens. One night. Thank you. Great! Now that we're all best buds, can we please have dinner? Nadia? Alana points at Sloane and Hayden in turn. Oh God, the only two black people in the room. Nadia is clearly not black, particularly. All right. Glasses and suspiciously attractive person. These potatoes aren't gonna wash themselves. Ooh, child. Okay. Of course, potatoes. We can deal with potatoes, right, Hayden? Hayden nods. Ja, klar. Leave dinner to us. German speaker, huh? At least one of you has some semblance of culture. Then I'll get more firewood. And I'll show you to your rooms. You and Nadia turn to each other. Nadia points to herself and mouths, us? Come on then, Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Oh my god. Okay. Whatever, lady. She walks toward a dimly lit hallway, her boots pounding against the wooden floors. See, I feel like the bedrooms would have been part of the building tour, in which case it probably would have become clear really quickly that there was someone else staying here because there would have been at least a bag in one of them. So, yeah. Alana, we can say, why did you let us stay? Do you come here often? Wow, I kind of feel like we're trying to come on to her with that one. Or, are you currently on a mission? I think I'm just gonna go with why did you let us stay? Alana shrugs. You don't get Damien Nazario asking for your help every day. It's quite entertaining to watch. Besides, your looks of desperation have piqued my interest. This feels like a rival sneering, so take a drink. Because if you're going for Damien in this one, she is clearly supposed to be your rival. Right. She enters one of the master bedrooms, and Nadia's eyes light up at the sight of a massive wardrobe. Is this where you stash all of your undercover Interpol outfits? More like the things I never wear. Kira, come here! You watch as Nadia sifts through one hanger after another, catching blurs of a frilly red dress, a stewardess outfit, a bunny jumpsuit, and a cop uniform, the only thing wrapped in plastic. That was Damien's. The uniform? No, Kira, the stewardess outfit. And the bunny jumpsuit. You're kidding. Damien didn't used to be so Damien-like, I suppose. Oh, I suppose I deserve the credit for that. Do you now? I hardly think making him lose faith in love is something to boast about. Oh God, Nadia, don't. Just don't. Oh God, she's gonna kick us out. Still left a mark on him though, didn't I? Wow! Ouch. She reaches between you and Nadia to pull out a lacy, floor-length violet dress with a teasing slit down the side. This was a gift from a foreign dignitary. You know how it is with gratitude from uncovering widespread money laundering schemes. Yeah, we get it. You're fancy secret agent girl. 90% of the time, you're a glorified paper pusher. Sure. The dress never hung right on me, though. Oh, yeah, I get it. We're supposed to buy it. The disguises are part of an Interpol system of clothing exchange. I'd be careful with them if I were you. I imagine the jumpsuit being stripper-like, and now I'm disturbed. Honestly, when they said bunny jumpsuit, I realized this is probably not what they were thinking of, but my first thought was like, you know, the Playboy bunny corset and ears. So, yeah, like stripper-like is pretty much the thought in my head. That was the old uniform for the bunnies that worked in the lounges. Alana scales you up and down with an appraising eye. Scans you up and down. But who knows? Maybe you could pull one of them off. We'll have to see, though, won't we? Oh, God. Alana walks to the door and closes it with a thud behind her. Nadia turns to you, eyes bright. Well, at least she's got good taste. I don't know, she said these are the things she never wears, so... We should check out what the fancy Interpol disguises are. You can look sharp, have a blast. You don't need an excuse to glam up other than to make yourself feel good. I mean, I agree with that. Nadia's eyes glint mischievously. Not to mention, show Alana up. Try it on. All right. I guess narrowly escaping with our lives is cause for celebration. Okay, yeah, no, this makes her bust look humongous, and her hips look tiny, and I don't like it. Plum Princess, both classy and sensual, this purple dress will make jaws drop. Oh my god, it's a fucking dance costume is what it is. There's a bodysuit underneath it. It's not slit up to there, that's literally this piece below the waistband under the slit. That's a bodysuit. It had better snap at the crotch, or otherwise this is a bitch to wear all night, because bathroom. Yeah, and even with the snaps there, it's still a bitch to wear all night, because now it's uncomfortable. The hooks are better. If you do hook and eyes, those are more comfortable than the snaps. The snaps are awful, and the snaps come undone really easily is the other problem. So, like, if you're exhibiting any kind of movement, they just bink. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. And then your bodice isn't gonna lay right because it's literally relying on that tension. No, do not want. Do not want. Also, I don't give a shit what Alana thinks, and I also don't give a shit what Damien thinks. I'm not trying to impress Damien. I'm going to wear my everyday clothes. I think I'd rather not risk spilling wine on fancy Interpol disguises. Fair enough. After an hour of preparations and settling in, everyone arrives for dinner. Alana sits at the head of the table, cutting slices of roast chicken with rosemary while Nadia distributes the mashed potatoes. You take in the full plate in front of you, mouth watering at the rich, buttery smell. Let's dig in! That's metaphorical talk. We don't want any dents on this gorgeous mahogany table. Bon appetit! Or, over here, it's guten appetit. Yeah, I've taken a few German clients out for New York pizza. Sure. I don't think that's actually what it is, but sure. So, is anyone going to tell me why you're on the run? Or do I get 3 guesses? You get 3 guesses! Because you're never gonna guess this. Everyone immediately digs into their food, averting their eyes from Alana's. She turns to you, a slow grin spreading on her face. Guess they've elected you as spokesperson, Kira. It's a long story. And it's a long dinner. Okay. We can tell Alana the bare basics or tell Alana everything. We're not a fucking idiot. We're only gonna tell her the bare basics. Nadia and I signed up for this matchmaking company, and let's just say we found out they're not that. They were keeping Hayden in their building. They were keeping people? Like kidnapping, you mean? Yes, like kidnapping, exactly like that. Oh my god, Kira, no! Not exactly. They had Hayden because they made her. Made? You mean like a test tube baby? Yes, exactly like that. Oh my god, Kira, what are you doing? This is not the bare basics. This is everything. What was the everything option? Were we gonna tell her we had sex with a robot? Was that the everything option? Because Jesus Christ, we are not smart. No, not like that. Hayden isn't exactly biological. We are literally making this worse. Oh my god. Can you please just spell it out for me? What is going on? Your companions glance around at each other, unsure how to proceed. Hayden's a robot. Damien! Plastic, metal, nuts and bolts, computer for a brain, robot. Damien, Jesus Christ, we all suck. We're all awful people. Alana's mouth hangs open for a moment, then a look of realization dawns on her face. I've heard the rumors of advanced tech, companies taking AI to the next level, but I wouldn't have guessed. Oh, and I mean that as a compliment, Hayden. Oh my god, this is literally like being, I never would have thought that you were queer. Excuse you, we don't all just give off an aura that straights can just detect. Jesus Christ. Take a drink. Because I am totally counting that as a sneer. The everything option was just a bubble that said you explained everything and gave you a few lines after, and that's it. Cool, so I literally made everything worse. Awesome. That's fantastic. Hayden purses her lips into a forced smile. Like I said, we won't be here long. At this point, there's only so much we can do for Hayden. Oh my god, Damien! What's that supposed to mean? It means we'll help as much as we can, but there are too many unknown variables here. What if we fail to expose Eros? What if we come face to face with them again? Oh my god. Like it or not, Eros is only after Hayden and Sloane. No, I think they're kind of after us too at this point, dude. They're not just gonna let us walk off with their secrets. They're going to protect their product. And that's gonna mean either buying us off with a significant amount of cash, which is honestly what they would do, let's be real. Or they're gonna off us too. So, yeah. Like it or not, Eros is only after Hayden and Sloane, and both of you are better equipped to deal with what's coming than the rest of us. Dee, you can't be serious! After seeing their files, all of our heads are on Eros's chopping block. Look, Eros made Hayden, and they're not exactly the moral standard of reliability. Things could be unpredictable. And this is our third wheel being a jerk of the highest proportions, so take a drink. This dude's literally implying that Hayden could just, like, go rogue at any moment. So, like, yeah. Are you saying you don't trust Hayden? I'm saying that I'm just trying to look out for all of us here. You gaslighting son of a bitch. Okay. This is not how you care about people. This is you literally just wanting to be a jerk and get away with it. Oh, I'm just looking out for everybody else. It's not anything, personal. Bullshit, motherfucker. This is absolutely personal. Because, Jesus. Literally over here, like, oh yeah, I'm just looking out for everybody. No, you're not. You're looking for a reason to exclude Hayden because you're uncomfortable with the fact that she's a robot. So no! No, you know, I'm just take another drink. I was gonna turn this off because I figured, but just take another drink. He's got a point. Shut up, Alana. Literally no one asked you. Literally no one in this room asked you. Yeah, Damien's literally throwing everybody under the bus right now. 'Cause his girlfriend's here. Well, your version of all of us isn't exactly inclusive. Sloane has a goddamn point. Good for you. What if another shootout happens and it's one of you who bites the bullet? Fuck you, Damien. They use tasers. Sloane opens her mouth to argue, but Hayden takes her hand, squeezing gently. Sloane, it's okay. Damien's right. Like you said, only 2 of us were meant to go on the run. I'm sorry that you got dragged into all this, Damien. But I appreciate everything you've done for Sloane and me. Hayden, it is not your job to soothe his feelings. He is being an asshole right now, and he deserves to own that. Not to have, you know, the person that he's literally throwing under the bus soothe his fragile ego. Damien nods curtly, and Hayden returns it, jaw tight. Regardless, you're a friend to me, Hayden. Anything you need on this trip, I'm your girl. Thank you, Nadia. I think we can say taking Eros down is still our priority. I'm with Nadia. We're standing by you, Hayden. Or, is this time, Rosemary? Okay, literally a few slides ago they said it was Rosemary, so... Ugh. No, I'm with Nadia. We're standing by you, Hayden. I appreciate that, Kira. Don't mind Damien. He's always been an asshole, is what you're looking for. Careful. Fractious. Uh-huh. Damien. I don't remember you being so hell-bent on saving your own skin. Oh boy, now we're gonna get the X's fight. Great. Kick back for this one, y'all. You're calling me selfish? Of all people, you don't deserve to pass judgment, Alana. Any more shady deals you need bailing out of lately? Damien, fucking stop starting fights, dude. Lowly, mundane cases are no longer my speed. My rates changed quite significantly since we last spoke. She's not with Interpol anymore, is she? Just guessing. Damien scoffs and shakes his head. So you've traded your conscience for what? Jewelry and money? See, this actually brings up a good point. Interpol would change their safe houses fairly regularly because agents quit or go rogue, and they wouldn't want them knowing where to find other agents and kill them. So, yeah, this safe house probably actually wouldn't be here anymore. It'd probably be owned by some little old lady. Alana rests her elbows on the table, her chin on her fist. She cocks her head to one side with a catty smirk. Jealousy's not a good color on you, love. Oh, boy. I would never have done what we did if I knew the consequences. I don't know what kind of jobs you pull nowadays, but that's not how I do things. Not anymore. You wouldn't last a day in my shoes if you tried, but that's why we... She inhales sharply and suppresses her anger with a cool smile. Used to make a good team. Damien mirrors her expression, his lips taut with anger. Used to. You, Sloane, and Nadia exchange uneasy glances, while Hayden remains quiet. So, who wants more chicken? Poor Nadia. You're helping Nadia with the dishes when you catch slow, somber piano notes drifting from the hallway. She barely said anything tonight. Well, I mean, one of her only allies was busy talking about how she was, some kind of potential rogue agent who couldn't be trusted, so I don't blame her. If the song's any indication to how Hayden's feeling... Yeah, I'll make sure she's okay. You approach quietly, leaning against the wall to watch Hayden play. Her fingers move more and more forcefully until she notices you. She stops and stands up abruptly. I was just heading to my room. You okay? No. Yeah, just need some time to think. I'm trying to process, accept this whole not human thing, but I just feel so unsure of who I am and what my identity is. I know this is not an ideal after meal before bed conversation. Hayden sighs, closing her eyes for a beat. Maybe we can find a place to sit down and talk for a bit? Somewhere that's not the middle of a hallway. Of course. You walk out into the backyard and sit on a nearby bench. I'm sorry, I just don't know who else to talk to about this, Kira. Anytime I try to bring this up with Sloane, she looks at me with so much guilt. And I hate making her feel that way. Oh, Hayden. Hayden chuckles humorlessly. Maybe that's not even my actual name. Probably a model type or something. I'm sorry. This might sound crazy, but I've even been thinking about changing my name. Start on a new slate, at least with my first name. The name Hayden is special, but I don't know. Hayden's become such a big part of who you are, we can say, you've truly made it your own, but you can always change it if you want. I feel like you've truly made it your own is just us being really dismissive, again, of her concerns. So, I think I'm gonna go with, but you can always change it if you want. You think so? Yeah, it'll mark the new you, a fresh start. Right. I could maybe... Okay, this is harder than I thought. Go on baby name websites for a couple weeks, you'll find something. Maybe you've got something in mind? Oh! Oh my god, we're gonna change her name right now. Oh shit, okay. What should Hayden's new name be? I was not prepared for this possibility. I don't know, let's look up a random name generator. We're just gonna generate a random female name. Behind the name, random name generator. There we go. Doop 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 doo. I don't think I can actually pull it into my window, so... which gender? Feminine. Let's generate 5. We're gonna go with... It's a whole thing here. Let's do this. Let's generate a name. Okay, I actually... I actually kind of hate all these names. Generate a new one. Oh, come on. All of these names suck. What is going on? Godiva! No. Fancy! Except she wasn't born just plain white trash. Actually, I don't hate Chloe. I don't hate Chloe. Let's go with Chloe. Name is now Chloe. Stop it, go away. Oh my god, and it literally changed your name. Chloe, huh? Chloe repeats the name a few times, testing the feel of it. You don't have to change it to that. It's more of a suggestion. I actually really like it. Chloe it is. Thanks, Kira. Chloe and Kira. Happy to help. The two of you stand there awkwardly. Chloe opens her mouth to say something, but decides against it. What is it? Now that we know about what I am, I'll understand if you feel like we're no longer right for each other. It's a lot to process, and I understand if it's too much for you. But you mean the world to me, Kira. Chloe smiles, struggling to keep her eyes on yours. As much as I hope you'll give us a chance, I would never force you into anything you're not comfortable with. See, but that's why I like her. Chloe is very consent-focused. This is good. All I want is for you to be happy. It's kind of disturbing because that's how she's programmed, but even if it means simply being your friend. The choice you make will affect your relationship with Chloe and other potential love interests in this book. Chloe, we can say, want to be with you and only you, think we should keep our options open, or feel like we should just be friends. See, I would like to kind of just be friends with everybody in the book, but, you know, if I say just be friends, that means that basically, like, Damien's gonna start coming on stronger and shit, and I don't want that. So... Oh, you have a cousin named Chloe? Uh-oh. Yeah. So, Chloe, I want to be with you and only you. No matter what. You do? Don't sound so surprised. I don't care if you're part mermaid or some alien from outer space. I'm crazy about you, Chloe Young. For a moment, Chloe merely stares at you, mouth agape. And then she hugs and lifts you from the ground, spinning you around. Chloe, watch the super strength! I'm so... Thank you. Yay, we chose Chloe against all odds. Aww. You and me, we'll figure this out. Together. You wrap your arms around her and pressed your forehead against each other's. Yeah. So, we're good? Very. You turn to leave, but Chloe catches your hand. I know it's still early, but I'll be staying in the room beside yours tonight, and the door's always open for you. Maybe come visit before you head to bed? Woo! Are we watching TV and sitting on opposite sides of the bed? Chloe chuckles and takes one step forward, your bodies drawn to each other. Sure, if that's what you want. And what do you want? Chloe's lips are only inches away from yours. She squeezes your hand. I think you know the answer to that. Woo! So, what do we say? I'll see you later tonight then, or not tonight? It's Monday night, y'all. Do I wanna go for the gusto? I mean... I don't... What the hell? I'll see you later tonight then. Good. I'll be waiting. Chloe smiles at you one last time as you take your leave. Thump. Thwack. Thump. Thwack. What's going on? What is that sound? You follow the noises until they lead you to the front door. Carefully, you crack the door and peer outside. Oh my god! It's finally happened. The third wheel took his shirt off. Take a drink. He's having a Steve Rogers moment, is he? Ay, bendito. Thwack! Damien stands half naked in the moonlight, an axe in his hands. You can see every muscle in his arms and shoulders as he slams the axe down, splitting a log in half. Yeah, he's so manly. Whatever. Whoa. Oh, hey, Kira. Cover up your nipples, boy, that's indecent. Damien, we can say, what did that wood ever do to you? Wow, phrasing. Yikes. Or, do you always chop wood half naked in the moonlight? I love the sass of do you always chop wood half naked in the moonlight, but I feel like that's the flirty answer, so I think I'm gonna go with what did that wood ever do to you? Were you mauled by a forest as a child? Huh. Yes. Trees everywhere must fear my wrath. Okay. The laughter is half-hearted. Damien's joking banter fading quickly. Sorry. I'm afraid I won't be much fun right now. Hey, there's no need to apologize. Everyone seems to be having a rough night. That dinner was intense. No, you know what? Actually, Damien has a lot of need to apologize after what he said about... after what he said about Hayden. So no. He has a lot of reason to apologize. Nope. It was definitely not how I... Damien aggressively chops another log in half. I expected this to go. Do you want to talk about it? Or not talk about it? Bad jokes and companionship are all I got, but they're yours if you want them. No, you know what? I'm mad at him. Do I have to be here for him? That's sweet. But I'll just stick to chopping wood. You don't need me burdening you with my problems. Nope, you're right. You need to go deal with your own problems, Damien. Go find a therapist, because I am not your therapist. Watching Damien Nazario doing manual labor. Such a heavy burden for me to bear. How will I stand it? It's not that. There are things you don't know. Are you a robot too, Damien? Because I swear to God I can't take another reveal. When you're around, Kira, Oh, Jesus. You and your uncontrollable pants demon, Damien. God. Ugh. There are things I've been meaning to... I like girls. Okay? Back off, boy. Your boobs are not that impressive. He runs a hand through his hair, restlessly rocking the axe against the chopping block for a moment before taking it up again with a frustrated growl. Ugh, forget it. Yeah, well, bye then. He reaches for another log and slams it down. You don't need to worry about me, Kira. I'll be... thwack. Fine. Okay. How much would it cost us to talk to him? 19 diamonds. Do I help him express his feelings? Fuck no. Those are your problems, Damien. You deal with them in your own fucking toxic way and leave me out of it. I'm gonna keep quiet. You step around the haphazard woodpile and hop up onto the fence beside it. Oh my god, that doesn't mean we're walking away? Jesus. I'm just gonna sit here, enjoying nature, quietly listening to anything a certain impromptu lumberjack might want to share, making sure you don't sink an axe blade into your foot. You're impossible. Do you know that? So I hear. The minutes slowly tick past, Damien avoiding eye contact and chopping logs, until finally... I've been putting off telling you this. Worried about ruining our relationship or getting hurt, but... we're running for our lives, facing an extremely powerful and dangerous corporation. It's now or never. God. He squares his shoulders and takes a deep breath. I care about you, Kira. Deeply. You mean everything to me. Which is why you were saying you're gonna throw my girlfriend to the wolves because she's a robot. Okay. Damien, I like girls. I know. There's so much going on, and I don't want to complicate things further. Being here has brought up a lot of memories, but all I keep thinking is how close I came to losing you. I couldn't avoid it any longer. I had to tell you. Yeah, you're putting your fucking feelings on me and I don't like it. He takes another breath, his shoulders visibly lighter. I don't expect anything. I know you have Hayden. Why is that smiling? That's really odd. Actually, she chose a new name for herself. It's Chloe now. Same pronouns, though. Oh! Good for her. I will try to remember that. You will remember that, Damien. Just straight up, you will remember it. No try, sis boy. We just had a talk about where we stand, and Chloe is my perfect match. Despite everything, I want to be with her, and only her. Hey, like I said, I had no expectations. I just couldn't stop thinking about losing you without ever getting that off my chest. Well, did it help? I guess this whole thing means we've been his therapist again, so take another drink. Ugh. Yeah, it did. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some dignity to recover. Damien turns away from you, smiling, and takes off at a quick jog, leaving you standing on the safe house lawn. So, he's got no shirt on because he was chopping wood like a man after he sat there at dinner with his ex-girlfriend and us and everybody. Oh yeah, by the way, his ex-girlfriend is here. And started talking about how dangerous our girlfriend is because, you know, she was created by Eros, so who knows, she could just go rogue at any moment. And we should all be prepared to just leave Sloane and Chloe, her name is now Chloe, to the wind. Because, yes, you should have a shirt on for chopping wood, but, you know, he's our third wheel. He had to take his shirt off at some point. So, yeah, this was also his big confession as, you know, oh, I really care about you. Fuck you, that's clearly why you're talking about dissing and dumping my girlfriend. So no, fuck you, asshole. I'm not happy with him. And there was no apology in all of that, by the way. Not even a shred of an apology. Just his own fucking self-important feelings. Yeah, no, I'm not thrilled. Damien turns away from you, smiling, and takes off at a quick jog, leaving you standing on the safe house lawn. You re-enter the safe house and tiptoe over to Chloe's room, remembering your promise to return. I paid money for this scene. I wonder how Chloe's doing. With the sultry music. You open the door quietly to find Chloe staring out the window on the far side of the room. I should sneak up on her or call her. I'm not going to sneak up on her. We're all very jumpy. I'm just going to call her. Chloe! The safe house is cute. It looks like we're going to be devoured by a witch as soon as we set foot inside, but it's cute. Chloe turns around. Locked on you, her eyes convey a mixture of longing and desire. We also chose definitively to be with Chloe in this episode, so there nominally is not supposed to be any more possibility of hooking up with anyone else. Hey. Without hesitation, the two of you stride to the middle of the room, lips colliding into each other's passionately. Chloe tilts your chin to kiss you deeper, only pulling away to study your face. And let me breathe, I hope. Oh my gosh. Whew. It's a lot of tongue for just starting out. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, exactly. Colliding. Yeah. That's, let me come up for air. No, it's not a good way to describe a kiss. It does sound painful. That's like when you're a teenager and you just, like, knock teeth because you don't know where people's mouths are because you're a teenager and you have no sense of, like, figuring that out yet. Chloe lands on the bed, lips devouring yours relentlessly. Oh my god, this is just getting worse. You grab her shoulders, straddling her lap. Your knees sink to the mattress. I'm gonna remind y'all, this was only 20 diamonds. I'm just saying. Chloe, we can say, keep going, or can we slow down? Alright, I finally have at least a choice to make that makes kissing an option, so take a drink. And, it's medication time for me, so woohoo. Don't be me, kids. Make sure if you need medication, you get on it a lot sooner than I did. And stick to your med schedule. Which I am very bad about lately. Because the whole world seems like, what's the fucking point? Okay. And I am gonna go with, this time, can we slow down? Stop trying to eat my face. Of course. See, that's why I like you, Chloe. Both of you lie on the bed, arms around each other. Chloe kisses your temple and runs her hand up and down your back comfortingly. Aww, it's cute. I've been wanting to tell you about what happened that night I collapsed in my apartment. I remember waking up in a cold room. Chloe struggles to sift through her thoughts. I don't think I was supposed to. At least not as me. My hands and legs were strapped to this metal table. It was cold and no one was there. Oh, Chloe. I was barely conscious when I heard Sloane's voice. All of a sudden, she was hauling me up, we were running, ducking cameras. Eros, this too-good-to-be-true matchmaking service that I signed up for to meet... well, you. Seems like the one good thing that came out of all this. A really good thing. Some first date, huh? You really surprised me. You showed me just how special you really are. And to think I was only in it for the free food and cheap thrills. Aww. Hey! I am an expensive thrill, thank you. Chloe nudges you with a wide grin. Enough about me, though. You've been through a lot more than any of us. Are you alright? Hey, I didn't find out that I'm a robot after getting tased in the chest, so No, I'm not gonna say that I've been through a lot more than anyone except Damien. I'm gonna say I've been through more than Damien. Just straight up. But, I mean, like, Nadia also pretty much lost the love of her life, so yeah, no, there's definitely people in this who have been through more than me, including Chloe. I'm, we can say, emotionally and physically drained, completely shaken up, or a little excited, actually. I don't know if I'd go with excited. I think I'm gonna go with emotionally and physically drained. It's been a long flight, y'all. I feel like if I close my eyes for a second, I won't wake up till next week. Hey, no one's stopping you. Honestly, what's been bothering me is not knowing what happened and what didn't. Yeah, I can see that. What do you mean? Ever since our getaway at Eros, my memories feel a bit jumbled, spotty to an extent. Have you told Sloane? I'd rather not worry her. Oh my god, no, this is a problem. Eros's agenda aside, she just lost her job, her home, everything. And tonight's dinner talk didn't make things easier. So I was wondering if I could ask you stuff about us instead? Shoot! Alright, so for our first date after dinner, we went to Central Park, I think. Yeah, you had a boat prepared with flower garlands and we floated around on the lake. Quiet nighttime New York is my favorite New York. Except New York's never really quiet. Good point. And then we went for an impromptu three-legged race upstate. Yup. No way could I forget those donuts. Which Nadia basically hogged. You know, the way you talked about her, I kind of expected her art to be paintings of pizza and abstract apple pie sculptures. Ouch! They used to be. You should have seen her when she first started her, quote, artistic journey. Chloe laughs. I don't want this to feel like a job interview. I'm sure everything will come flooding back to me. Is there anything that's bothering you? Just one. How do you know your feelings for me are real? Chloe thinks about your question for a long while. I don't. I would never lie to you, Kira. Right now, that's the best answer I can offer. How do you know your feelings are real? What makes someone's feelings genuine? How much of it is based on what we were raised to believe, or affected by the media? My little arrow ass would love to respond to this with a shit ton of it is based on what we were raised to believe and affected by the media. Because, you know, it took me over 20 years of my life to figure out that there wasn't actually anything wrong with me. And not having representation in media and stories and stuff leaves a lot of queer people feeling really, really lost. And it's kind of across the board. It almost doesn't matter whether you're talking about, like, gay or trans or non-binary or aspec or arospec. Like, it's all complicated by that. So yeah. And I guess I don't either. It's just instinct? Or rapidly calculated responses based on previous experiences and an obscene amount of empirical data. Oh my god, she's such a nerd, I love her. Or that. But, Kira, I want you to know that you'll always be my priority. I'm gonna be right by your side through all of this. Eros may wire everything up here. Chloe touches her temple. But not... Chloe hesitantly points at her chest. Your mechanical heart? Yeah, good point. Well... So we spent some quality time with Chloe. Yay! It's real to me. Yeah, we're kind of like microaggressing here with our shit. Like, seriously. Chloe beams and holds you close. When you both finally grow weary from the hushed laughter and conversations, sunlight creeps in through the windows. Aww. In the morning, you and Chloe go to join the others for breakfast. When she suddenly collapses on the floor, involuntarily taking you down with her. Yeah, she probably weighs more than she looks like she does. Either that or she weighs a hell of a lot less, depending on what they built her endoskeleton out of. But like Silicon's not super heavy, I guess. It's not exactly light, but... Ah! You take Chloe's face in your hands, shaking her desperately. She doesn't respond. She just... Eyes shut. Didn't sleep at night. Chloe? Chloe! Someone help! Everyone bursts out of their rooms. I thought we were joining them for breakfast. Hey, guests, it's way too early for... What happened? Literally, we're yelling help and this woman is walking out all pissed off at us? Screw you, Alana. God. Is she okay? The fuck do you care, Damien? God. I don't know. She was fine 1 second and then... Sloane kneels beside you and presses Chloe's shoulder. She scans the exposed control panel and frowns. The power core is fried from the attack. This is a code red issue by Eros' standards, since there's a chance that she won't... Sloane takes a deep breath, unable to finish the sentence. Nadia squeezes her shoulder. If we replace the power core, she'll be okay, though. Right? Right. We are not losing another person to Eros. I also downloaded Eros' list of clientels and parts of their agenda into her... Which means your entire plan's at stake. Sloane nods, and an uneasy silence blankets the group. You glance at Chloe, squeezing her hand. I heard Nikos is in town for the weekend. Absolutely not. Who's Nikos? An arms dealer who works on the black market and could have what we're looking for. But that guy's dangerous, not to mention a little bit... crazy? I agree. Wow, thanks for the microaggression there. We can handle crazy. Crazy's fine. Oh my god, please stop. We are not letting her go down like this. When can we see him? Well, Nikos frequents one of the most popular clubs in Berlin, so you'll get to see him tonight. But you can't really go as you. No offense. Uh-huh. Is that code word for a new secret identity? And some Black Ops 101 with Mr. Nazario himself. Okay, so that is the end of Chapter 11. It is probably a touch late to start a new chapter if these are now up to an hour and a half with cutscenes. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it here for tonight. I will be back next Monday with more Perfect Match Monday, so same time, same place, twitch.tv/aromanticace at 7 p.m. Pacific. We will also pick up on Friday. We'll will be Endless Friday, so we will pick up with chapter 11. Yeah, 11 of Endless Summer Book 1, where, if I remember correctly, we're still, I think we're still trying to escape from the La Huerta Observatory where we got trapped. So, but we've met this like little hologram person. So yeah, we'll probably be fine. Anyway, everyone, enjoy your week. You know, behave yourselves, all that. Catch you later.